Archive 3 has now been opened. 7 dreams, each one darker and more unsettling than the last. You are entering a place where time, reflection, and silence are alive. A place where nightmares are collected and stored. Welcome to the Dream Bank. Our first entry is dream number 14, the clock tower without time. I saw in my sleep a colossal clock tower, its silhouette piercing a silent, waiting city. Its gears turned endlessly, a mechanical heartbeat in the stillness, but the clock face itself was a void. It was completely blank. No hands to mark the hours, no numbers to count the minutes. Only a vast, profound emptiness where time should have been. Driven by a force I didn't understand, I began to climb the winding stairs inside. With each step upward, the rhythmic ticking grew louder, more insistent, until it became a deafening tremor that shook the very walls around me. It was the sound of a heart with nothing to pump. At the very top, in the heart of the mechanism, a chilling whisper slithered through the air, echoing in the cavernous space. Time is already over. Next, we open the file for dream number 15. The corridor of faces. I found myself in a corridor that stretched into forever. The walls weren't made of brick or plaster. They were covered with faces real, living faces frozen in cold stone. Their eyes, wide and unblinking, followed my every move as I walked deeper into the hallway. Their mouths were slightly open, whispering secrets I couldn't quite hear, a maddening, unintelligible murmur that filled the air. Then, without warning, they all screamed at once. A unifier, soul-shattering shriek that vibrated through my bones. I turned and ran, desperate to escape the sound, but the corridor twisted and bent back on itself, leading me right back to where I had started. There was no way out. I was trapped in their silent, screaming judgment. Let's proceed to dream number 16. The river of silent faces, a river of pure black ink, flowed beneath a pale, sickly moon. Its surface was unnaturally still, like polished obsidian, utterly silent. But beneath the dark water, faces drifted by in a slow, ghostly procession. They didn't speak. They didn't move. They were just disembodied faces, with eyes staring lifelessly upward through the watery veil, as if pleading for something I could never give. Compelled by a morbid curiosity, I leaned closer, peering into the depths. Suddenly, one face rose slowly from the others, its features becoming clear. Its lips parted, but no sound came out. Only a profound silence, a silence so heavy, so absolute. It felt more crushing than any scream could ever be. Now we unsealed dream number 17, the garden that never died. A strange garden bloomed under a perpetual crimson sky. The flowers were alive too. Alive. Their colors were vibrant to the point of being painful. When I reached out and touched a petal, it didn't feel like a plant. It felt like skin. The flower unfurled its petals, revealing not seeds or pollen, but a single, unblinking eye. Then another flower opened, and another. Soon, hundreds of eyes were staring directly at me from the foliage. The vines on the ground began to move, slithering like snakes around my feet. They whispered softly, a chorus of sibilant voices on the wind. Stay with us. Stay with us. Forever. Our 5th entry is dream number 18. The mask that wouldn't come off. In a dusty, forgotten room, I saw a mask. It was old, cracked, and carved into a permanent, unsettling smile. When I picked it up, an irresistible urge took over, and I placed it over my face. It clung to me instantly. I tried to pull it away, but it was useless. It felt like it was melting into my skin, becoming a part of me. I rushed to a mirror, and in the reflection, I no longer saw myself, I only saw the mask, and its grin seemed to be stretching wider and wider, impossibly wide. Behind me, in the reflection, more masks appeared out of the shadows. Each one smiling, each one waiting its turn. We now access dream number 19, The phone that answered itself. An old, black rotary phone sat alone in the dark. Suddenly, it rang. One sharp, piercing ring. Then, silence. Then it rang again. An Aegon. Each ring echoing in the suffocating quiet. With trembling hands, I finally answered it, but no one spoke. All I could hear was breathing on the other end. Slow, heavy, endless. The sound of a presence, not a person. Finally, I slammed the phone down, but the ringing started again. I refused to answer, but then the receiver lifted off the hook all on its own. A dry, cold voice whispered directly into the room. I've already found you. Our final entry tonight is dream number 20. The mirror that spoke. A tall, ornate mirror stood in the darkness. At first, it showed only my own reflection, distorted and pale in the gloom. But then, my reflection moved on its own. It smiled when I did not. My reflection spoke, in my own voice, but colder, flatter, devoid of any warmth. It whispered secrets I had never told another living soul. Things I had buried deep within myself. When I tried to look away, the reflection stayed, its eyes locked on me. Then, it pressed its hand against the inside of the glass, and cracks began to spread across the mirror's surface like and it whispered one last thing. Let me out. This archive is now sealed, but the dreams remain, waiting in the dark. They are never truly gone. If this archive has stirred something within you, share your most vivid dream in the comments below. Perhaps the next archive we explore could be yours. Thank you for visiting the Dream Bank. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more unsettling archives. Dream Bank.